and welcome to They Think It's All Over with David and Lee this week, a man who was once manager of Crystal Palace for just 3 days. And in that time, he still managed to get them relegated twice. Nottingham Forest General Manager Dave Bassett. With Gary and Rory, a comedian who's changed his image once or twice since he was last on this show. But no matter how many trendy hairstyles he has, everyone will always know him as Joe Mangle. Mark Little. So, we start the ball rolling with our goal celebrations round. So, Gary, Rory and Mark, it's Nottingham's finest for you, Notts County, scoring and celebrating here against Wrexham.
Forward, speculative little ball. This is Farrell. Oh, delightful run.
It was a fan, was it? It was a fan out in the crowd. Oh, fan!
Were they doing a sort of choreographed impression of David James, trying to go for a cross? I'll tell you what, have they all got their telephone numbers on their hands? They've seen Danny Bear in the stand and they thought, what?
They've all seen Holding the Baby and they're waving goodbye to Nick's acting career. I tell you, when that first came on, I watched the first one and I was thinking, please be crap, and it was.
Why did you want it to be crap, though, Gal? That's quite nice.
Because he's a nasty and vindictive person.
Yes, but that's not the side the public sees now.
That's right. They think of him as Mr. Nice Guy.
They see him as the golden boy of British sport, when in fact he is Satan's arse.
Do you know, the woman in makeup, when she was doing his hair, said, "What's this 666 you got here?"
No, is it that they were going to go down and the opposing fans were giving them some stick, like, you know, going down, and then they scored, so they just had a pop back at them like that.
That's having a pop back, is it? Tell you what, people aren't as hard in the East End as they used to be. I'm going to have you! So don't get any points. The reason is that the Football League sent out a directive to every club asking them to stop doing extravagant goal celebrations. So basically, Notts County were taking the piss. Here's County's Sean Farrell to explain.
Well, we've been going for a bit of a lean patch at the time, and I think it was something like about 11 hours since we'd scored a goal. And just as we was going out against Wrexham, the chairman come in and said, like, please, lads, can we have a goal today? And I don't care how you celebrate. And when the ball hit the back of the net, the lads just seen all the other celebrations and just decided to give the chairman a little silly wave.
Notts County were the first team to be officially relegated this season in Nottingham. David, Lee and Dave, here's something that you won't have seen before, Dave. It's a goal for Nottingham Forest.
So a corner again to Forest, Gemmell to cross, a knockdown by Lee, and Campbell bounces.
It was obviously before I arrived, because they looked happy, and we scored a goal, and I haven't seen many of those recently.
Maybe it's just like the opposing team get the arsehole if their opponent score and they just turn up the undersoil heating. If that footage had run on a bit, you'd have seen the goalkeeper catch fire.
That was your club. We got no ideas from within the camp, have we?
No, it could be one of any 90 clubs if you're...
Dave, can I just give you a tip before we crack on? Don't let him know your name is Bassett. He'll have you out chasing the foxes. All right? Become part of the Gower hunt.
Yeah,
No, I was just thinking, you know, I always see football managers at the side and they're shouting at the players. I mean, number one, what he's shouting, and number two, does it really help?
No, they usually give you the blank, you know, like, you know, when Gary, the manager would shout to him, they put their hand up and wave to him.
You don't have to shout for him, do you?
What, Gary?
Yeah.
No, you don't have to shout, you can whisper. Yeah. Gary!
I know what I want to ask you. Have you ever shouted, "Stop bunching"?
No, never.
Right, that's what we used to get shouted at primary school. Because all the kids used to run around like that.
They used to say that in ours as well, but that was in the showers.
Any more ideas?
No, I have no idea.
Let's hear Forest in England's Steve Stone explain.
Well, it was all to do with David Pleat. If you can remember a few years ago, it was in the mid-80s when David actually kept his Luton side up. He came running on the pitch and did that ridiculous dance. We thought we'd copy that at Man City that day.
Incidentally, another of our attempts to interview Steve Stone was rudely interrupted.
thought he wanted me, son.
That's our manager I've only spoke to 3 times in 3 months since he's been here.
So, tell us about the art of communication then.
Incidentally, Forest have a caretaker manager as well as Dave, Stuart Pearce, nicknamed Psycho, because of his aggressive style and total commitment, and not because he keeps his mother's mouldering corpse in the basement. When he was first appointed, Stuart Pearce admitted that in his first team selection he hadn't picked anyone to keep goal. Don't see the problem with that. Liverpool do it every week. So at the end of that inordinately long round, Gary's team have 0 and David's team have 0. I'm just seeing if your guest is all right. Are you happy there? Because I know usually halfway through a competition you like to change sides, so... as long as you're comfortable. All right, the next round...
Let's see how the next round goes.
OK, fair enough. Keep your options open. The next round is our injury board. Each team selects a number which reveals a sports personality and an object. What we want to know is how that object injured the person and prevented them from playing. Gary's team, do you want to pick a number?
Number 10.
Number 10. So that's baseball star John Schmaltz and an iron. So how was the Atlanta Braves pitcher flattened by a steaming great iron?
Do you understand that, Mark?
I have no idea.
Iron is Cockney rhyming slang. Iron hoof means the presenter of Supermarket Sweep. You haven't been in Australia, don't you?
Yeah, a couple.
Yeah, good.
It's his brain, because the Americans, they're not very good with irony, are they?
Was he chasing... He was in his house, and he saw this little mouse called Jerry. And he ran after it, and Jerry went round the corner, got in the linen cupboard, got out the iron and held it like that, and he ran into it and got sort of iron That's what happened. Steam coming out like that.
Did he suffer from iron deficiency and tried to swallow it?
Beautifully said, Gary.
Suddenly, holding the baby doesn't seem quite so bad.
But then again...
There again, what about Randall's bitter, yeah.
He was one...
His other hand looks a bit charcoal. Was it that hand?
Well, he's obviously a pitcher. Well, I think he's quite attractive anyway.
Welcome to Rory McGrath's Punathon.
Well, I mean, only a complete idiot would do this, but did he try and iron his shirt while he was wearing it or something like that?
Is the correct answer for 3 points, yeah. Despite its popularity in America, baseball has yet to be seen in Britain. It's being currently shown on Channel 5. So, David's team, pick a number.
What number was that? It's 10, wasn't it? 5.
Yeah, thank you. So how was Arsenal and England star Tony Adams injured by some coal?
It must be very much the same. He must have been putting the coal on the fire and got on with it. And burnt his arse.
I can believe that.
But obviously that's not the answer.
No, that's not the answer, no. Not come up with many answers this season, have you, Dave, really?
Did he make a very simple, basic mistake? He thought the coal was coke and he tried to snort it.
It's nearly there. I'm not going to give it to you.
It's nearly there.
Surprisingly.
All right, then, coal forms over millions of years, right? It's formed by
He wants
animal.
a job on the Open University.
And it formed... I've got to get my flares first.
Well, what was that you were wearing when you came in this morning, then?
No, they were just distress signals. But... But coal forms over millions of years.
Vision.
Forms over millions of years, right? It takes millions and millions of years to form coal. And Tony Adams just didn't get out of the way in time.
How much coal has been formed during the telling of that joke? I'm going to give you the 3 points because you were virtually there. It's a bit of a cheat, really, because it happened when Tony Adams was just 5, a sweet little foal as he was then. Apparently, as a child, he managed to wedge a lump of coal up his nose. Surgeons battled for 8 hours to remove the coal, but eventually it had to be dislodged by a small boy with a long brush. The nose... tell me, the nose has now been reopened as a working museum. So, at the end of that round, David's team have 3 points and Gary's team have 3 points. It's round 3, and that can only mean one thing. It's time for our What's Going On round. This week, we feature bizarre opening ceremonies of major sporting events. David's team, you're first. You get the Winter Olympics of 1994, held in Lillehammer in Norway. And all that skiing seemed a bit of a letdown after the dramatic opening ceremony. Here it is. So, what do you suppose this is all about?
Is it that dreadful time of year when all the Norwegian mime artists come out of hibernation?
Is it that the Winter Olympics is that dull and boring and nobody's interested that they have to bring the undead back to life to watch it?
The Winter Olympics is, in fact, an event so dull it makes you want to shag your long-term partner.
Well, I've been in business with the same guy for some years and it's never made me want to shag him.
Is it the opening sequence of Channel 5 News?
Who would know?
Well, I haven't seen so.
It's the British ski jumping team after another bad landing.
We had a couple of Norwegian players at Sheffield United and they told me this was a sort of folk dance, a troll dance, but they found it difficult in England to do unless they were doing it in the fridge together.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Oh, I thought it was Swampy on his winter holidays.
Well, I'll give you the points for that, but let's have David Coleman, the great David Coleman, to put us in the picture.
The gnomes, pixies and goblins who live underground know it's their turn. They're anxious, but also curious. These underworld beings sense all the people waiting there for the dark.
It was the last time an anxious pixie in a red tracksuit appeared on British TV until Middlesbrough signed Juninho. 1994 was the British team's most successful ever Winter Olympics. They won the path clearing. So, Gary's team, your opening ceremony is from tennis's Grand Slam Cup to the world's top players, won by Pete Sampras in Munich in 1990. We want to know what they're trying to represent, and for a bonus point, what's it got to do with tennis?
It's Richard Branson and a couple of mates. That's his first attempt.
It's not one of the glitter band's S&M nights, is it?
That's actually an Australian choreographer who's done that work. And I think this was 5 desperate blokes get the last drop of Riesling out of the wine box. The thing is, you've got to realise about 1990 and these things, that all of a sudden they didn't make any sense at all. And that's, if they made sense, it was like, no, sorry, that makes a bit of sense. Could you just go away and change that, please?
Right, well, then I'll give you 1 point for what it has to do with tennis, which is bugger all.
Nothing. And then did you notice there was a little like duck or something? It began to get a bit sort of foul there. So it's probably called 5 Ducks of the Apocalypse or...
5 Ducks of the Apocalypse? Oh, we're going to be really scared on Judgment Day, isn't we? Oh, Leggett, it's Donald!
I'm going to give you all the points for that. I'm going to give you 4 points. You've got the bonus point and that, because they do become, indeed, as we shall see now from German television, birds. And they say the Germans have no sense of humour. That was indeed a German foil circus doing a dance in which they turned themselves into chickens. The dancers had to go through a gruelling regime to prepare for that, 6 months rehearsal, and then they had their innards shoved up their arse in a little polythene bag. So, at the end of that round, David's team have 6 and Gary's team have 7. Our next round is proof that sportsmen will do anything to get in the papers. We show a pair of staged poses and ask what story lies behind the photographs. David, you're first. That's England wicketkeeper Jack Russell and a stack of beans. Why do you think he's posing like that?
Is it a massive nationwide advertising campaign for fish soup?
I can see how you came to that answer, but it isn't.
It isn't?
No.
Why?
Because there's no fish there at all.
Well, I believe that's why they withdrew the campaign.
Aha.
I think the way he's posing, I think he must have just dropped one.
Yes, there's certainly one missing in that middle stack, isn't there?
It's actually why I used to waft outside the off stump so often, just to try and keep lead.
No, that was because you were an indisciplined batsman, David.
It's interesting the lorry's there.
Yeah, I don't know what the lorry's there for.
Is that to inflate the tyres, do you think?
I'm sorry, you can't have a...
Regulating pressure, sir, thank you.
Do you know he's an artist?
Yeah.
This is...
Oh, he can pebble dash a room from about 20...
Jack is a very, very fussy man. And when he goes abroad, takes 2 cases. When he tours Spain, takes 2 cases. One full of cricket kit, one full of spare food, baked beans and tea
Take 2
bags.
cases on tour with you?
2 cases, add water, add boiling water, and no, he hates, just in case he doesn't like the food, he takes a case full of baked beans and tea bags with him on tour.
Absolutely correct for 3 points, yes. We could have saved ourselves a lot of trouble if you just said that in the first place.
I've got... Nick, can I just be honest with you? I really didn't know, and I was just, like, guessing. I'll be honest with you. I didn't have... I didn't have a clue, mate. I was just, like, throwing out anything I could think of, you know what I mean?
As well as baked beans, Jack Russell is also a big fan of weak tea. He puts the tea bag in just before he goes out to bat, and when he comes back, it's just right. Gary's team, a very dignified-looking Dave Bassett here. So why has he got up like that?
That's Man U's new away kit.
What, old father injury time?
Well, it could be an Arsenal reference. Old father doing time. You're not sponsored by a Ku Klux Klan, are you? That's Bobby Gould, isn't it? Sorry.
It's not someone's testimonial or anything.
It's a bit... it's a bit late then, isn't it?
Do you have to mow your own lawn there?
Any ideas, David's team?
Well, we just ask him, surely.
Well, it is embarrassing. I can't remember what it is.
You're kidding me, you don't know.
I can't... I'm embarrassed, I can't remember.
I know I dressed up as Death for something.
Just a moment, let me take him back. Take him back.
The answer is, and you'll find this hard to believe, I know, that Dave here was trying to demonstrate how his team would scythe down QPR the following day. And they almost certainly will in the Nationwide League next season. So, at the end of that round, Gary's team have 7 and David's team have 9. It's hands-on time in this next round as we play Field the Sportsman. Gary and Rory, it's you first, if you'd like to go up there. You have 90 seconds to identify a mystery sporting personality.
Who is it?
The trouble is I'm going to fall for it one time. Blindfolds on, please. Oh, 2 weeks ago, did I tell you this, Lee? I was walking down the corridor with Gary Lineker and he walked past his dressing room where it said Gary Lineker and he went, "That's my name." Honestly did. I swear to you. I swear he did that.
What's my name?
I know it was your name, Gary, but that was so sad. That's my name.
Nick, be fair, he'd only learnt to read a couple of weeks
Yeah,
ago.
that's true.
You would be excited, wouldn't you?
OK, can we have our first mystery guest, please? Your 90 seconds start now.
Very, very good reception they had, so it's obviously not an English national side.
Here.
I heard Leeds. Where are they?
Where are you?
Oh.
Oh, it's got boobs. It must be Gaza.
It's a football.
Where do we go here? Let's go high.
There's a football there, and there are... Yeah, that rings a bell. How many are... Oh, sorry.
Where'd you go?
I don't know where to get my hand.
Let's go down here. Got football boots, Roy.
I'm just the wrong height for this.
Don't get this yet. Don't get this yet. Let's stall for a while.
Have you...
Let's go. It's I think we're talking ladies football, Rory.
Ladies
Time's running
football.
out.
There's only one ladies football team.
Who?
Arsenal!
Correct.
Oh, it is. Who was it? Who was it? Thank you.
Can I just apologise for Rory to all you ladies? He doesn't get out much. Thank you very much to Arsenal ladies football team.
If this was a Chinese restaurant, I'd have 2 number 9s.
Oh, shit, that was really funny. Is it?
David and Lee, if you'd like to go and take your positions, please. In your own time, David.
No rush.
OK, blindfolds on.
Hang on.
And can we have our second mystery guest, please? OK, your 90 seconds start now.
I can hear
Hang
breathing.
on, I've got something.
Can you hear breathing? So it's not Babe Ruth.
He's got a Woody. What is this?
Quite a thick
What
stuff.
the hell is this?
What? Oh, it's well... Has the weather changed?
I don't know what this...
It was sunny when we came in here.
Shit, it's a shark.
What have you got? What have you got? What is
I
this?
think the weather's changed, or he was sharing a dressing room with Jack Russell.
Yeah, right, hang on, we've got somebody here.
What is this?
I don't know.
Oh, it's got...
He's got a hat on. I'm assuming it's a he.
It's a
hang on.
3-footer.
Just check.
It's a boat. Hang on.
It's a boat.
It's...
This is a boat.
Well, it is, but it's upside down.
Is this what remains of the
Hang on,
British
this is-
fishing fleet? Is that what it is?
It's not got much on it. It's got no power.
Time's running out.
Is it? What time is it?
Well, it's got to be...
Is it? It's not Robert Maxwell, then?
Feels like... feels like a canoe of some sort. Yeah?
Hang on, I know that voice. You spoke. You spoke. It's that mad bastard.
What?
Papa Duvalier.
What, do you know who it is?
Yeah, Papa. It's the yacht. Quick, Tony Collymore.
Yes. Thanks, Tony.
Tony, think that was the problem.
It was.
Next time, get a bigger boat. That's the...
Thanks very much to Tony Bullymore. You did get it, but it was after the whistle. And as you're not Manchester United, we can't count that. So. At the end of that round, therefore, David's team have 9 and Gary's team have 10. We finish, as usual, with the back-breaking, chairman-waving name game. This week, all the answers are the names of sports teams from around the world. The side in front goes first. That's Gary's team. Pass this to Rory, please.
Certainly, there, Rob.
You have 90 seconds to get as many of them as you can, starting now.
Football team, Toon Army.
Liverpool.
Newcastle.
Yeah, Rugby team, early, what you get washed in?
Bath.
Yeah, Bath, very good.
Bath.
Most rugby team. Rugby team.
Mumbles.
Very good. Mumbles, that's right.
Welsh rugby team.
This is, they're in North, I don't know what sport they play. North London. You used to play for them, Gary.
Tottenham Hotspur.
That's the one, yeah. This is an ice hockey team, apparently, in Surrey, I think it is. Lives in a lodge, builds dams.
Beaver.
Yeah, and from a place, a alliterative place in Surrey, I think.
He's Australian, he won't know what alliterative means.
I might know what Surrey is, but...
Alliterative.
Yeah, go on, you said it.
Basingstoke,
yeah.
Beavers.
I don't know what... Next, Steve, you're in the bar. You're in the bath at Tottenham. Gazza's doing one of his practical jokes. Here they come, top of the water.
Floaters.
It's a basketball team. I think they're from Oxford. She sang in Bodyguard, I Will Always Love You. I Will Always Love You.
Whitney Houston.
Yeah, more than one of them.
Houston Rockets.
Yeah, Whitney Houston's her.
Basingstoke's in Hampshire.
Oh, is it?
In case you want to know. Yeah. Lee?
Ah, that's one. It's at the north end.
You have got 9, they've got 17.
So we need 9 to win.
And your 90 seconds start now.
OK, before we begin, gentlemen,
Get on with it.
Tonight's theme will be fish. Football team on the coast where you might catch fish.
Grimsby.
Robbie Fowler plays for 'em.
Liverpool.
You wouldn't use these to catch fish.
Tennis rackets.
No, you'd fire them like Robin Hood would.
Arrows.
Correct. If you got fish down... these are light fish, because fish go down in the water, and this team goes down when he manages them. Not Nottingham Forest, the other one, the earlier one.
Palace?
No, the other one.
Sheffield United.
Oh, shit, how many have you done? I played tennis there as well.
Wimbledon?
Correct.
Go down.
No,
Fish play
it's a
tennis
joke.
there.
Blimey. This one, the first bit is the same word as angry. You'd be very angry. What's another word for angry?
Irate.
And you put it on your pool.
Disgruntled.
Yes, thank you. Sorry, I just went to my working class colleague and he understood, right? And the other thing is what you use to open the door. You might use...
Keys.
Correct. This one, it's a river up in Scotland, I think, and it's also the name of the orangutan in the Every Which Way But Loose. I'll tell you...
Clyde.
Correct.
Clyde.
You might make this out of fish. You get it in an Indian restaurant.
McDonald's.
Carry.
This one sounds like a disease you'd get if you'd box too long. It's like a surname. The first word is a name of a team that you've managed. Second name, Palace.
Yeah.
Unlucky, so at the end of the game, David's team have 15 points, but Gary's team are the winners with 17. So, our thanks to David, Lee and Dave, Gary, Rory and Mark. We're all off to show Dave where Berry is. My name's Nick Hancock. They think it's all over. It is now.